When a problem presents itself and it seems to be an ongoing problem, go upstream to consider what's the bigger issue at play. All right, so hello everyone. I'm Nancy Fairburn. I'm currently the Director of Teaching and Learning at NIST International School in Bangkok, Thailand. I've been in education internationally for over 20 years now. And over this time, I've held a variety of leadership roles, thinking right back to being a lead teacher. I've been a vice principal. I've been a principal, and now in this exciting new role, I am able to see a whole school through that lens as a director of teaching and learning. So I'll get on with the pearl. And the pearl I would like to share is simply, when presenting with ongoing smaller problems, don't just firefight. Take time to reflect what the root cause might be. I really started to refine my thinking around this after reading Upstream by Daniel Heath. Some of you may have read this book. He uses the powerful analogy of thinking upstream to find the bigger issue instead of getting bogged down and responding to ongoing smaller problems. As leaders, this moves us to where our focus needs to be. It needs to be on preventing the problems from occurring in the first place. As Heath points out, firefighting often occurs because we're wired to get immediate results as human beings. We want something that's measurable. Finding the more significant cause takes time, it takes patience, and as I've learned, a lot of conversations from a wide variety of stakeholders. When we view our schools as an ecosystem of interacting parts, we begin to see the smaller problems. They're often connected to something much larger. I have noticed how this can be manifested in a variety of different ways. For example, we might tackle individual parent complaints instead of just stepping back and thinking there might be a problem with our overall communication plan. We might scramble to make small compromises to staffing to patch a learning need, but this often ends up in something messy. Upstream thinking requires us to step back and revisit our overall goals. We might address reoccurring student behaviors without tackling or just really taking the time to look at longer trends that can reveal a much bigger cause. And as I hope to learn in this course from Melissa, we need to go upstream to address assessment policies and procedures. And we need to do this before we can effectively analyze and use learning data in a systematic way to have the largest impact on student learning. So of course, our immediate job as leaders is to put out the fires in front of us. But as school leaders, we have an important responsibility to think upstream and prevent the fires from starting in the first place. We need to make the time to identify the bigger problem. We need to be comfortable in the stream because it might take a twist or a turn and show up. We might arrive at something unexpected, but we need to be confident and take ownership in how we're addressing these bigger problems. So I've just learned from experience that although sometimes stepping back might take more time, it actually saves time in the long run. So ultimately, my pearl today is, when a problem presents itself and it seems to be an ongoing problem, go upstream to consider what's the bigger issue at play. And that's it for today. Thank you.